was on the road in 77, traveling the South alone, when my grandmother, she was called to heaven, and I had to hitchhike home. Now on a lonely stretch of Interstate 40, a station wagon slowed on down, and the man said, "Hurry, son, lordy, lordy, I'm Oklahoma bound." I'd gone to Knoxville to be a part of my good friend Fillmore Strunk's 1977 spring equinox party. But as soon as I got there, there was a phone call from my dad saying that my grandmother had passed away over in Dover. I had to get back to Nashville, and I didn't think my old VW van would get me there, or get me back to Nashville, then get me back to Knoxville for the rest of the party, then get me back to Nashville. So I thought I'd be safer just hitchhiking back to Nashville for the funeral. So first ride put me out right there in the middle of Nowheresville, where Interstate 40 snakes off to Chattanooga on 75 and on to Nashville on 40. I thought, I'm never going to get a ride here. But then I see this brown station wagon slowing down. The man says, "Boy, you got a valid driver's license?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Then if you take the wheel, you got yourself a ride." So I took the wheel, and he started talking, and he glanced at my guitar. He said, "Lord, you're a picker, no wonder you're walking. You're lucky to have made it this far." He said, "Now I've played violins, and I played fiddles. I made music and I made noise, but now I make a living by the red hot griddles, frying burgers for the boys." He said, "I've traveled this road with the lovesick blues in the middle of the night, but I never took a step in another man's shoes till I finally saw the light." He said, "Boy, do you like stories?" I said, "Yes, sir, I do." He said, "Well, I got one for you." And I said, "Go for it, man." He said, "It was a snowy night in 1950 in Chicago, Illinois. He was sitting at a bar getting loud and tipsy when in walked a country boy. This boy had handmade boots from Alabama and a Stetson over his ear. He said, "I just got in from Birmingham, and I'd really love to have a beer." Another fella at the bar said, "Excuse me, brother, but I like your rhinestone clothes. And I've traveled this world, but I never seen another pair of boots like those." So the country boy pulled off his boots, put them on the table, said, "Mister, here they're yours." And the fella grabbed the boots, and as fast as he was able, he went traveling to the tavern doors. And the boy said, "I traveled this road with the lovesick blues in the middle of the night, but I never took a step in another man's shoes till I finally saw the light." I said, "Let me get this straight. Snowy night, 1950, Chicago, Illinois bar." He said, "Yes, sir." And I said, this country fella from Alabama came in with fancy clothes, and somebody complimented his boots, and he pulled the boots off and gave them to the fella, and he said, "Yeah, and here's the crazy thing. The fella didn't even take his own shoes off. He left the poor old country boy standing there barefoot at the bar." Then he said, "Well, the country boy ordered up one more whiskey, then he said, 'I gotta go.' And though we all told him it was risky, he left barefoot in the snow. And then somebody looked up from their liquor and said, 'That boy's insane.' And the barmaid said, 'No, he's just a picker. Hank Williams is his name.'" I said, "Wait a minute. You're saying the country boy was Hank Williams?" He said, "Yep. And you know, me and Hank, we sat down and we talked a long time over several pitchers of beer. We talked religion, politics, and life. And I like to think he was a friend of mine by the time he left that night." But right then I stopped the station wagon, 'cause it was the Nashville line. And he drove away saying maybe I'm bragging, but I like to think he was a friend of mine. And my grandmother's funeral was held in Dover, and her life was happy and long. Back at the house, my uncle called me over just to sing a Hank Williams song. So I sang, I've traveled this road with the lovesick blues in the middle of the night, but I never took a step in another man's shoes till I finally saw the light. Till I saw the light.